Miguel, a boy living in Mexico, loves music. But Miguel's family hates music. And Miguel can't understand why they hate it. And accidentally, one day he goes to a dead world where the dead are staying. Let's find out in the movie whether he will return to the normal world again. How will he go? Will he finally get his music? And the movie starts. A boy named Miguel tells us his story. The story begins with a few years ago. A singer living in Mexico, singing song, dancing, and taking blessings from everyone. One day the singer left his wife, Imelda, and their daughter, Coco, with a dream of singing songs and making a name for himself around the world, but has not returned home since then. Imelda thought of her daughter's future and made a decision without crying in anticipation of her husband. All the family members started a shoe business. Now we see a photo of Imelda in the scene. Imelda is not someone else but the great-great-grandmother, Imelda's daughter Coco, and Miguel's great-grandmother. Miguel loves Coco. Miguel is always fun, chatting, and friendly with Coco. Coco also has memory loss because of her age. Abelita, Coco's daughter, Miguel's grandmother. Abelita is the head of the family and cooks what anyone in the family wants. Abelita has been hating music since Imelda's husband left the family for his passion for music. The family is still doing shoe business and everyone hates music. But Miguel loves music. He secretly dreamed of becoming a musician. The singer Ernesto, in 1942, while singing at a music fest, a giant bell accidentally fell on him and he died. Miguel has dreams of becoming popular like that singer. Sometimes he goes to his grave and looks at singer Ernesto's photo and guitar. One day, Miguel polished a shoe for a guitarist in Plaza and told him about his dream. He suggests performing at the music talent show at 7 p.m. and he gives him his guitar. Meanwhile, Abelita arrives and fights with her grandson, who thinks he's diverting to music. She tells him not to stay in this plaza and comes home and leaves, and he hides the note in the bag silently. After going home, Miguel asks his mother that she will sign up for the talent show to be held tonight. But Abelita takes Miguel to the ofrenda room and says, "You can't go anywhere. This is the only day of the year that our ancestors will visit us." Meanwhile, Miguel escapes from there. When he's picking up his guitar, the dog Miguel's friend also comes there, named Danet. He lights the candle and practices with the singer songs on TV. He is inspired by Ernest's words. He decides to go to the talent show anywhere. He tries to get his guitar out of the house, but when he sees Abelita at the gate, he goes into the ofrenda room and hides the guitar without letting anyone know. Meanwhile, Miguel parents and Abelita talking where Abelita says that "I don't want to hear Miguel say, I don't want to be a shoemaker," thinks Miguel. In the meanwhile, Dane eats the food on the table from the side. Miguel drops down a Coco family photo in an attempt to stop the dog. When Miguel opened the photo clearly, it contained a guitar. The Coco father in the photo was a singer. In happiness, he climbed the roof of the house and shouted, "I'll be a singer like him." Then he fights with his parents and Abelita to go to the talent show. His family gets angry at him and Abelita breaks his guitar. Miguel gets angry and leaves, saying, "I won't be in this family anymore." Then Miguel tells a lady there to register the name in the talent show on the plaza. The lady says, "I'll enter the name, but you get your guitar." Miguel asks a lot of people there for a guitar, but no one has an extra guitar. Miguel suffers and thinks about Ernest's statue. He took his guitar to participate in the show. Said sorry. "Don't get me wrong for stealing like this," and played the guitar. The villagers arrive on hearing the sound. Miguel immediately falls under the guitar, but none of the villagers in the plaza see Miguel except the guitar. However, and the family members of Miguel's family who are dead can see him, and everyone talks to Miguel, which means that he has gone to the world of spirits. And when he goes beyond the bridge, He is surprised to see the world. There are real spirits creatures that guide souls on the journey, and there is a re-entry office, spirits that sit in the family, and on the other hand, a photo scan to go back to their family. Spirits is sent to the family only if they get a real photo of them in the scan. If the scan doesn't get a photo, there is no possibility of going beyond the bridge to the family. Then the family takes Miguel to Imelda, where Imelda fights with the receptionist for saying that his photo has not been scanned. Miguel took Imelda's photo from a Franda and brought it with him. They say the photo has not been scanned, and Skeleton says to Miguel that he has come as a workman for stealing the object of the dead. Skeleton says that Miguel must go back to Earth before sunrise, or he will remain one of the dead. Imelda takes the flower and says, "You have to go back home and put my photo there when you go, and the music should never be played again." And then Miguel went back to Earth when he touched the flower. Everything was normal, but again Miguel takes Ernest's guitar, so he goes back to the dead world, where he asks the family members to give him blessings without condition, but no one comes forward. Miguel gets angry and goes to take his great-great-grandfather Ernest's blessing. Imelda calls the creatures and sends the pepper-touched petal to smell and search for it. On the other hand, when Miguel is looking for him, Hector, a skeleton, is introduced. Miguel asks him to take him to his great-great-grandfather Ernesto. Hector makes Miguel looks like a skeleton so no one can recognize him. Then they both make a deal. So Hector tells him when Miguel goes back, then he will take Hector's photo and put it in the ofrenda. Ernesto conducts the show in Dead World, for which Hector takes Miguel to the place where the rehearsals are taking place, where skeleton dress named Cece costumes. Dane grows up and goes in while Hector talks to her. Miguel goes behind Dane, where a monkey takes them to Lady Skeleton, who makes pre-made dance to Miguel and shows it to him. They need a ticket to get there. Hector asks their friends for help, but they are all joking about Hector being dead because they find out that he died of food, but they don't hear how much they say Hector died of food poisoning. Then they tell Miguel if you want to meet Ernesto, and the winner will get a chance to go there. Hector takes Miguel to get a guitar to participate in the competition, where he sees a lot of skeletons who don't have photos in ofrenda. And then Hector meets a skeleton who is his friend. Hector plays guitar and sings at his request. Then they both take the guitar and leave for the competition. And on the way, we know that Hector and Ernesto are friends. The competition starts there, but Miguel gets tensed because he hasn't performed before. But Hector calms him down and sends Miguel to the stage. There he sings a song and dances with Hector. On the other hand, Miguel's family arrives with the creature help. On stage, the announcer announces about Miguel. Miguel and Hector leave. Miguel then tries to get closer to Ernesto, but neither he has the ticket nor Miguel is allowed inside. With the help of the band, he joins them as one of them and goes in the petition winners. Miguel tries hard to see Ernesto, but is unable to pass everyone. He climbs up to turn everyone's attention and play the guitar and spoils Ernesto's song. Ernesto jumps into the water and saves Miguel. Miguel's tumbling in the water no less all his skeleton makeup. Ernesto realizes that he is the child everyone is looking for. He asks why you came here. He says, "My name is Miguel. I'm your great-great-grandson. The rest of the family members don't like music, but I want to go to Earth and get a name like you." He introduces him and his grandson in front of everyone. The two then have a good time with each other. While Ernesto is giving blessings to San Miguel, Hector comes there in disguise and says that, "You promised me that you will take my photo and put it in ofrenda," and tells Miguel to take his photo. Here's a secret that is revealed to us. What is like? It is that song sung by Ernesto, written by Hector. But Ernesto cheated and made a name for himself, and later in the Heaven and Earth movie on TV, Ernesto sees someone killed by poison. And Hector remembers his past instant. One night, Ernesto gives Hector a poison drink to discover his true nature. So Hector finds out that Ernesto gave him poison and killed him. Hector fights Ernesto in anger, but Ernesto sends Hector out with the security and captures him. He insists that Miguel is also truthful. Security throws him in a valley, where Hector and Miguel are talking to each other, where Hector hurts his daughter and tells the name of his daughter, Coco. Miguel shows the photo to him and asks, "Are you in this photo?" This tells us here that Ernesto is not Miguel's great-great-grandfather, but Hector. Hector says that as much as Coco remembers me, as much I get to be here, because she's the only one to remember me. In the next scene, Dane comes there. Imelda comes there on the creature with Dane. Both of them come out of the valley. After coming out, Dane also becomes like a dead world creature, and then they meet family members. Imelda is very angry with Hector, but Miguel says that Ernesto murdered him, and anyone he asks Hector to get a photo from Ernesto and help him. Miguel also realizes that the family is important, and then apologizes for what happened. Imelda agrees to help Hector get the photo. All the family members plan to go to the show, where the program has started, and the family is ready to look for Hector's photo. Meanwhile, Ernesto comes there. He now knows that Imelda and Miguel are Hector's family. He tries to take a photo in his pocket. The fight between the security and family member continues. Eventually, Imelda takes a photo and puts it in a place, which takes her upstairs. Meanwhile, Ernesto goes up to the stage and announces that Imelda will sing the song. Imelda is afraid of everyone and remains silent for a while, not knowing what to do. Hector and Miguel start singing the song while anchoring from the side. Even while he's singing the song, security comes and tries to look the photo near. Ernesto also tries to take a photo by pretending to dance. Finally, somehow, he takes a photo from him and immediately starts giving Miguel blessings with petal and says go home and put our photo in ofrenda. And the condition says don't forget how much your family members love you forever. The family threatens that if Miguel goes to Earth, the truth about him will fall out. The deception is known to the people of the dead world. Two of the family members turn on the video direction and make a live telecast. Miguel, on the other hand, is caught by Dane and Creature. Ernesto approaches the orchestra as if he knows nothing. Meanwhile, Creature brings Miguel up, while the photo falls into the water. Coco slowly loses power as Hector forgets Hector is on the ground. The sun's time is over, so that Miguel's time is over. And Miguel's very sad that he can't keep his word to Hector. And without delay, he sends Miguel to Earth with a blessing. And when he comes to Earth, Miguel takes the guitar to Coco and tries to show her the photo and guitar and remind her of her father. Everyone is happy to see Coco. Miguel tells Coco that your father loves you. Coco shows him the letters and poems he wrote and shows Hector's photo. A year later, through letters near Coco, everyone knows that Ernesto's songs were written by Hector and that the ofrenda day, which Miguel was waiting for, and Coco was also dead. Now Hector's photo can be scanned in Dead World. All the family comes to the ofrenda festival happily. Miguel also sings songs without any more restrictions. The movie ends with this happy moment.